Welcome to Study Like a Scientist HSC questions, and of course when you are faced with an HSC question you need to make sure you read it. That means highlight your verbs as you go through, understand all the key words that are in the question, the purpose of the question, so answer what it's actually asking, notice if there are any plurals and check the number of marks, and then plan how you're going to respond. Remember to include your scientific vocab. Decide how you're going to attack the question, engage with any stimulus, and be really logical in the way you lay out your evidence and lay out your facts. And then check your response at the end. Make sure you review it and you have answered and not missed out any key things like plurals. So let's have a look at this question, which comes from 2023 paper question 28, and it starts off with a describe. But what's interesting about this question is it also has the words distinguish in it. So describe features that distinguish viruses from bacteria. Okay, so we're going to need to comment about both of those elements. And then a waterborne disease outbreak occurred after a flood. It says outline. So outline means that it needs more information than an identify, but it doesn't need a describe level of detail. So we want some detail, but it doesn't have to be huge. And an experimental procedure, that means a method. So you can write out a method if you want, or you could write it as a paragraph. And you need to determine if it is viral or bacterial. So again, we're comparing viruses and bacteria. So it's an easy question, so low-level question, 2 marks for each. They're not needing lots of detail, but you need to compare the two. So let's have a look at the marking criteria, and you'll notice that we've got the word distinguish in there for both of them. So we're going to need to be able to compare one to the other. Okay, so let's have a look at this response from a student. So read what they have written, check it against the marking criteria, pause this and decide how many marks they should get and how they could improve it. So did you notice that these responses don't compare to the other half? So they say lots about viruses, but they don't say and a bacteria and give the alternate. Okay, so that's what's missing. You should be able to improve both of these responses by explaining what the other pathogen would or wouldn't do or show. Okay, so give that a go and pause this and try it for yourself.